have woke up today and I decided that my new life starts now. So from now until the end of the year and all through 2025, I will be living my best life. I am tired of putting myself on the back burner and everybody else coming before me.
Hello everyone, this is Emmanuel Cook. We will be reacting to a new video today, so make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe down below, and let's get into the video.
I just got out of my online therapy session and I realized something about myself. I am a master at survival and a novice at living. My childhood was just so traumatic and chaotic and violent and filled with all the bad stuff. You learn how to keep yourself alive. You learn how to protect yourself. And when you're doing it for years and years, you become an expert at it. So when I aged out of foster care and made my way into the adult world, the only skill set that I really had that was of any value was being able to survive. And that's the mentality I took into everything. All I wanted to do was get by and be safe. I did not take risks at all. You know, when I was 19 years old, I was actually out 100% on my own. I had a job, I had my own apartment, I paid my own bills. There was no one to take care of me. I had no support, no family support, no village, and I did it. And a lot of times I look back at that person and I try to ask myself, how did she do it? And my mentality used to be, wow, what a strong person, intelligent, able, competent person to be able to do that. But I don't know if it had anything to do with intelligence or competency at all. It just had to do with the fact that I had no other choice. I had to do it or I wasn't going to live. And if I didn't go to work, I wouldn't eat. If I didn't go to work, I wouldn't have a place to stay and do a good job. I'd get fired. And if I got fired, I would have no money. And if I had no money, I'd have nowhere to live, nothing to eat, no way to take care of myself, and no backup plan. I didn't have anywhere else I could go to. Part of me now at 52 years old thinking, I want to harness that energy that 19-year-old girl had and use it now to apply to this new life I want to live. But it doesn't apply because that girl, the only thing that she knew to do was to survive. And now at 52, I realize I already know how to do that. I've survived all of these years, but now I want to live. And I realized I don't know how to do that, but I want to. I want to live so badly. I want to thrive. I want to move in happiness and joy, not in fear, not in defensive mode. That's the trajectory of my life now, is learning how to live. And I will say it's the scariest thing. I've been in some scary ass situations where my life was at risk, or someone who I love's life was at risk. But this will be the scariest thing I'll ever do.
And while I get myself together to go get this very expensive Target order for food, I just want to say that this year I plan on changing my tax bracket. I'm not tired of being eligible for EBT because I love food stamps just like the next girl, but it's some things that I'm just ready to be done with. Like I made a doctor's appointment, not a doctor's appointment. I made an appointment the other day because I wanted to get some work done, a dental appointment, and I know my insurance is not going to cover it because it's government insurance. So the lady was like, yeah, it's going to be X, Y, and Z out of pocket because your insurance more than likely is not going to cover it. Boom, knew that already. So I said, cool. Let's make the appointment. I'll just pay for it out of pocket. Excuse these edges. I'm like, I'll just pay for it out of pocket, and that. This one. She say, well, you would have to come for your regular appointment, like an exam first, which is fine. You would have to come for the exam. We would have to run it through your insurance company. Let them deny it. And then we can offer for it because you have government insurance. And like I said, I love a good CAT program, LIHEAP, just like the next girlie. But I would rather pay some things out of pocket, and for me to be able to do that, I had to change my tax bracket. That's the only way. I feel like allowing myself to continue to get public assistance has held me back from being able to elevate to the next tax bracket because myself, like everybody else, I don't want to lose my stamps. I never did, but I'm willing to lose my stamps. I'm willing to pay everything out of pocket. Like Peach McIntyre say, she pay everything out of pocket because she in a different tax bracket, and I'm ready for that. I am so over this. And Don't get me wrong. I like the corner poppy bottega store just like everybody else, but I just don't even, I want to be able to live a life where that's not even at the corner of my house, where it's not even accessible. I want my kids to live their life. And of course, I don't get housing or anything like that. Big ups to those who do. I'm not down to nobody. I hate that I'm saying that I'm willing, not willing, because baby, I've had jobs I can afford living. But when I just left my job because they were pulling this whole thing, I was excited that I was getting my food stamps back. I no longer want to live like that. Vitamin C toning serum. I know this video is not going to hit a lot of people the way that I would probably hope it do, but I'm just saying, I am from a povertized neighborhood. I feel like I've done well for myself in a lot of areas. And I'm really, really ready to elevate to my next level. And this is not to down anybody and say you can't get in public. No fashion at all. I want to be able to provide and afford the life that I see or that God sees fit for me and my children. Anybody that knows that gets any public assistance knows that it's such a hassle. You stand in lines and you this and you there. You deal with attitudes and you're denied this and you're denied that. And you're denied that. And it's just exhausting when if you could afford the things that you needed out of pocket for you and your family, you wouldn't have to deal with it, especially when you already have so many other struggles in life.
So this video is for those who did not have the best financial literacy growing up, who are now, headed to mid-30s, and you are trying to survive on a single income. So if that is you, please keep listening. So my question is how are y'all surviving? What are y'all doing? Because I feel like I've changed my life around compared to a year ago, when I just had moved out, kind of more on my own, and I was drinking, still not heavy, but I was drinking a lot. So come to find out, I can't afford to drink like I used to in the past because I'm on my single income. I also just was not making the best decisions and things like that, being hungover, needing 5 to 7 business days to turn around. I just couldn't do it anymore. So I stopped drinking like I used to 5 years ago. I used to drink a lot, and hard liquor. And then I just kind of moved to maybe wine and little stuff you would buy on Sundays when the liquor stores closed, those kind of things. So I stopped drinking. I work for the state now. I have really good health insurance, but you can't really utilize it because you can't afford the bills that come after it. I want a second job, even though I'm probably gonna be tired all the time because I need a second job to help with the bills. I want to eat right, but I can't afford the food. I don't know how people are surviving. I literally don't know how people do this on a single income. But you want a single income because you want to be independent. How are you guys doing it? How are y'all surviving? And then to top it all off, because of not having the best financial literacy and not putting away even $5 since the age 16 when I started working, I now have also screwed up my credit and I can't finance a car because I can't afford to finance a car. And I bought a car and I'm very thankful for the path of how I got the car and all that kind of stuff. But I, ran into trouble with the car. So of course, I have to get it fixed, but of course I cannot afford to get it just one all done at the same time. So I have to wait on a paycheck. And of course I'm living paycheck to paycheck. And I literally don't know how people women can feel empowered to be an independent woman when you literally can't survive. And you have people in your life that will help you, of course, but you don't want their help because you want to do it by yourself. I don't know. Literally, I don't know how people do this, by themselves. And I just don't know. Okay, I thought I was not going to cry, but clearly I'm going to cry because it is so hard to try to be doing the right thing and to be a good person when it just feels the odds are still stacked against you. I literally go to work. I literally help as many people as I can. I don't cause drama. I don't
get into people's business. Like, I just stay to myself, and I stay to my village, I stay to my friends, and I just love on people, and I inspire people, or like try to inspire people, or I just encourage people, or I just try to do the right thing, and I still feel like I'm getting shitted on. And people are like, well, just I try not to spend extra money that I don't have. Like, I had like a good day yesterday visiting with my friends, and like, I know I spent money on my eyebrows and on my food, and I bought extra coffee. Like, I just wanted to have a day that I didn't have to worry about the troubles and the problems. And I'm going to still pay my rent, and I've paid all my bills. And it just still feels like I'm losing, and I just can't. And there's only so many people that you can tell in your life about the problems, because like, they're going to listen and they're going to encourage you, but it still fucking sucks. It still sucks that I still feel like I'm drowning. And I know I'm better than I was last year, because like, I've paid rent for a whole year. Yay. Like, and I want to buy a house, and I want all these things, but I just literally can't get through today. Like, I still feel like yesterday was a good day, and today I'm back feeling like I'm struggling, and that things are not going to get better, and that things are just going to, like, I just don't know how to move from that good emotion through this bad emotion back to a good emotion, because of course I'm going to go to work tomorrow, and I'm going to do my job all week and all that kind of stuff. But today is just a freaking struggle of the brain telling me that like, I just can't, that like, this is not going to get better. And I really don't know what else I can do. Like, I have a side job of doing like Shipt or Instacart and those kind of things. But how do you do that when your car's not working? And you can't take your car to a shop and just like tell them, yeah, go ahead and dump that $1,400 in there. Because guess what, baby? I'm not going to have that probably for another 3 months, because I still have other bills to pay. Like, I don't know how people do this. Like, how do you pick yourself up off the ground long enough to get to like the next hurdle? Like, I literally don't know. Like, how are y'all doing it? Literally tell me, please, any advice on how to get through. Because yesterday I laughed. I didn't have such a sad day, and now here I am back in, and like, people will say, oh, you can only control what you can control, or whatever they say. But I could have controlled this if I had better knowledge back in the day. Like, if I would have just done the right thing back then, and now I'm suffering because I didn't have the knowledge. And it's like, I know the right thing to do, and I'm doing the right thing, but I'm still not getting ahead. I don't know. How are y'all surviving? I didn't expect this to be so long, but I literally want to just have a little bit of a win. And I know things are worse for other people, and I'm not discrediting like anybody else like that's going through some stuff, because like, my life could definitely be worse. I understand that, and I know that. I just literally want to have a little bit of a win that's longer than like a couple of months. Like, I just want a win that's just going to like, I don't know, accelerate me or something. Like, I just want to not feel like I'm still struggling, even though like, I've made like a 360 with a lot of like aspects in my life. Like, please tell me what y'all are doing to survive. Because I'm doing the things, and it's not working, I guess. I don't know. And thank you if you did make it all the way to the video. I greatly appreciate you just listening. I could have wrote this in my journal, but the journal has already seen all these words that I've said. So I appreciate it, and I just thank you for listening. And if you leave any comments of encouragement, I appreciate it in advance. And I just hope that things do get better for myself, as well as for anybody else that maybe can relate to anything in this video. So here's to hoping that 2025 is better.
One of the hardest things is to get out of survival mode and start to live. That is one of the hardest things that you can do. A lot of us were trained to stay in that mode. The system was set up so that we can stay in survival mode. And so all you have to do is just build a solid foundation. That's your first step. And number 2, live a simple life. Live simple. Live below your means. And 3 is to find joy in the simple things. Not in spending your hard-earned cash on material things. Spend your money on things that involve people. Spend it on trips with people. Spend it on things where you meet people. As humans, we feel fulfilled when we have community, when we have a connection with another person or a lot of different people. Stable foundation. Keep your life simple. Live below your means. and find connection in community. That is how you get out of survival mode. That is what I did, and it worked for me. So if you are living in survival mode right now, these are your 4 steps, and I promise you life will get a lot better.
Okay, y'all, this black people math, especially if you from the hood and you on a budget. You know what I'm saying? And it's not really even being on a budget. It's just trying to make ends meet, right? Okay, so your check $600. Boom, $600. Bear with me. Your check $600. Your light bill $400, and you need to buy some groceries, and you need to put gas in your car till you get paid the next week, right? Check it. Okay, your check $600. So this black people math. This what you do. Out that $600, you're gonna take $200 and you're gonna put it on your light bill, right? You're gonna pay that $200 on your light bill. Then by that time, you know what I'm saying, it's gonna give you some time. People, you get paid every week, you know what I'm saying? So by the time they send a disconnect notice or whatever, because they gotta give you like what 7 to 10 or 10 or 14 days or whatever for they send you the disconnect notice, however they do it, whatever, right? So and then boom, they leave you with $400. So like I said, you gotta get groceries, you need to get gas, and just a little extra in case something else come up. So then what you do is you got $400 left. You go to the grocery store, you spend $200 on groceries, right? So that's $400 you done spent. You done spent $200 on light bill, $200 on groceries. So now you got $200 left until you get paid the next week, right? But you also need to put some gas in your car. So then what you do, you go ahead and fill your car up, right? So go on for your car up, and you should have at least about $150 left. Boom, there you go. Black people mad. If you didn't know, now you know. Y'all just be thinking too much into it.
I just came back from getting my taxes done and I made more money than I did last year and my refund was lower. Literally, I got a raise from my job and there has been no benefit for real in my raise. Like my rent is rent stabilized, which means I have to pay more rent. I don't qualify for none of the services, don't qualify for none of the help, right? And my bills are high, food is high, childcare is high, rent is high, and I'm literally getting $25 back from federal when it used to be in the thousands. I'm not even getting $1,000 back this year from doing my taxes. So it's like, and I'm in school. It's giving, find a part-time job, get all the services and benefits, and live my best life. I see why people don't work. I really see why people don't work and they live their best life. Like I could be working on my own time, like I don't know, but I got some thinking to do because yeah, that just changed my whole perspective on things. Until I can get up there making top dollar money, the middle or just above the middle, I'd rather be down. I'm not gonna lie. I'd rather be below the poverty line than in the middle. This middle shit, don't want it. I just don't want it. I don't want it. So I need to figure some things out. Yeah, I need to figure some things out. Especially my rent being stabilized. And I just realized because I did my taxes this year, I'm gonna have to sign up for financial aid and next year. And literally, I'm not gonna get the same financial aid that I have now that I did before. So literally, I'm going to still be paying I'm gonna be paying for school when I can't afford life now. Hate it here. Hate it here. Yeah, I need to figure some things out. And yeah. All right, let me move in a fire department. Too much is going on. Follow me for more.
I have no idea how some people are just living life right now. So every Sunday I track my expenses and my monthly finances come out to like $5,000-$6,000 a month. And I do not live a lavish lifestyle whatsoever. Like that is the basics. A 2-bedroom apartment, a car payment, food, gym membership, dates with my girlfriend. Like I do not live a crazy lifestyle whatsoever. And here's the thing, I have friends and I know people who, their monthly expenses are 20, 30, 40, 50K per month. And it's insane because what's the average salary in the US? Like 70K or something? Like I don't know what it is. I'm sure it's like 60 to 70K. And it's just crazy. Like right now you need to have Like, you need to have a good income to be able to actually just not only survive, but enjoy life. Because here's the thing, guys, like, me personally, my view on life, like, it isn't all about survival, living paycheck to paycheck. Like, you need to experience things. You need to enjoy your life. Like, you work hard so you can enjoy it, right? You don't work hard just so you can pay bills and just live in survival mode your whole life. Like, that's not how life, that's not why God put us here, you know, my opinion. Now, your opinion may be different. Maybe you do want to live paycheck to paycheck, which by all means, go ahead. I wouldn't do that. But yeah, right now you need that. You need to have a high income skill that's going to allow you to get, one, either a good job, or two, you can build a side hustle, or three, you can start that business to be able to actually fund the life that you want to live. Because life is getting expensive. Like, you cannot just have a normal job and be able to just enjoy life, especially if you have a wife and kids. That is the biggest thing. Like, if you're single, like, yeah, 60, 70K per month, that's fine. But if you have a wife and kids, my guy, it's tough out here. It really is. So learn that high income skill, okay? Because I promise you, it will be the best decision that you have ever made. We don't want to just live life paying bills, always being in survival mode. We want to thrive. We want to enjoy things, go travel, buy stuff for your parents, retire your parents. That's the goal, okay?
I appreciate you guys watching the video today. Please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe down below, and I'll see you guys in the next video.